Did she supply with candy bars?
She totally sent me 6 candy bars in the mail.
That's great.
I love these Take 5s. They don't have them around here. She's like, oh, I like those too. What? And she was just like mind blown that they don't have them here.
This is one of my favorite candy bars. Growing up, I have fond memories of eating candy bars. It's a shame that as a society we've gotten away from eating good sweets. I personally enjoyed the Whatchamacallit was my favorite growing up, and it was some good eats. So thank you to you and your mom.
So Take 5, you said that you do like them. I don't really see them around here. Have you noticed that as well? I mean, you're not from here, but you're from New York, right?
Yeah, I grew up in New York. So I do remember Take 5. I don't look at candy a lot these days, so I'm probably not the expert in the field. But I do recognize. I feel like I've seen them, but maybe not as much as.
They used to have a red wrapper.
Yes, they used to have red. I remember the red. Actually, I was surprised to see it black.
So you were saying Whatchamacallit, and then was your favorite? Is this
when my brothers and I were well behaved? That was our treat at Donahue's on Main Street. So.
Gotcha. All right. Well, so yeah, since you've already had them before, I guess you don't really have to rank it. So, other common questions.
I can rank it. It's in my. Top
sure.
3.
No. So Leo, where?
Yeah, it's in my top 3.
All right. What's you said number 1 is Whatchamacallit then?
So I'd say Whatchamacallit, peanut butter cup, and then I would go to Take 5. It's probably a tie between peanut M&Ms and Take 5.
Reese's peanut butter cups. They're like in a category of their own. It's just something magical about peanut butter and chocolate together.
Yeah, peanut butter and chocolate.
You have a worst candy? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, but if you've tried to actually eat peanut butter and chocolate separately, it doesn't taste nearly as good as a Reese's peanut butter cup.
There's definitely synergy going on.
Yeah, there's something about they make the peanut butter different for the chocolate.
I believe I've looked into they add a lot of extra sugar to the peanut butter in Reese's.
That makes sense. It's candy. But
your least favorite, like you wouldn't eat it, kind of.
I mean, who doesn't like chocolate and sugar? So
I mean, I'd say this somewhat jokingly, but like I really don't like the rice ones, like the Krackle.
I like them.
Or anything else you want to add?
Thank you very much to your mom. She is very much appreciated in the office. Thanks, Mom.
I think they're by far the best candy bar. But other people are saying, like I think Murthy's answer was not top 5. You know.
So,
you've had before.
I have not had it before.
Perfect.
So,
how have you not had these? Have you seen them?
Never heard of it in my life. I'm not like a huge candy bar fan.
Okay, I'm shocked.
Is that sarcasm?
Maybe. Like, what would be your cheat food if you're gonna eat, junk food? Not candy bars, apparently.
No, like I eat a lot of ice cream.
Is there a particular flavor, or?
Lots of different flavors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I don't like stuff in my ice cream, like chunks of stuff. I do like Snickers.
Okay, so if we were to ask before trying this, what would be like your top 5 or top 3? Snickers is number 1?
Snickers is number 1.
That's your go-to, like if you're in the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard of Peanut Chews?
I think so. They're like an off-brand, right?
Well, it's like a Philadelphia company, so
okay.
It was more sort of well-known.
You grew up with them.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had them and I was disappointed, but I don't.
So they're pretty good.
Okay.
And then
they're peanut and like chocolate and caramel, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. But more like, kind of break your teeth.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But so far, I like pretzels. I like chocolate.
Like in my mind, if you like chocolate-covered pretzels.
Oh, I love chocolate pretzels.
There's no way you can't like this. If you like chocolate.
I don't disagree. I think I will.
All right.
I just never heard of it before.
And that's the part that also blows my mind. Hershey's, what are you doing? And they're from Hershey's is Pennsylvania, right?
Hershey's owns it?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it was one they bought. Like they bought the brand kind of a thing.
Hershey's, okay. But never heard of it. So. Have I mentioned I've never heard of it?
Yeah, probably. More than enough times. So she decided
I still remember when my uncle brought a case of Peanut Chews to my house.
Yeah.
When I was like 10. and it still sticks in my mind.
And that's part of the experience. I mean, I think I've had them. I'll give them another try. So if you're putting them in like your number 2 spot, like they were in your top 3.
Well,
you
no,
said.
if chocolate pretzels are considered part of the,
Sure.
the group there, like they would probably go to like number 1.
Okay.
And then Snickers, and then
The peanut chews. Sure.
Yeah. I'm a little full right now from
Oh my goodness.
lunch.
But there's 2 in there. You don't eat the whole
I
thing.
will try it by the end of the day. I will try it for you.
And then report back the
and
results.
report back. Yeah.
The whole
I
thing.
will try it by the end of the day and
Results.
report back.
The whole
I
thing.
will try it by the end of the day and
Results.
report back. You should always thank your mother,
Right.
but particularly when she supplies you with candy bars.
Tell me about Take 5.
Take 5.
So you've never had
Something that's special about this is that Jacob's mom has sent it technically for him, and he's kind enough to share with everyone. I've never had before.
But you've had other candy bars before.
Lots of them, yes.
Lots of them. So what are your favorite candy bars?
So okay, I'm for simplicity. So I guess Kit Kat is one of my favorites.
Sure.
White chocolate,
I've
like
seen
cookie,
cookies and cream.
cookies and cream. Yes,
Have you had a Zero bar?
I haven't.
You might like.
And then, yeah, and Hershey's has these snack bites, which I really like. They're chocolate, but like, I think they're salty, so that adds to the taste.
Expectations are high. It's been built up. Yeah.
Sure. So Snickers is good, but I think it feels like a meal to me.
It's like a meal.
Yeah, like I feel too full after eating Snickers.
See, I feel like I could eat several Snickers bars, no problem.
Really? Yeah.
So you might like Milky Way or something. 3 Musketeers.
Milky Way was one of my favorites.
There you go.
Back when they were launched in India, we used to like grab lots and lots of them and store them in the fridge. Yeah, this I really like the crunch in this and saltiness.
Yeah.
I think I would, if not first, it's definitely one of the best.
One of the best. Okay.
Sure, definitely.
I mean, you don't have to be biased, because I'm here.
So I'm surprised. Like if you tell me that these don't sell well, I'm surprised that
I
these are
can't-
one of the.
Right. You can't even find them around here. So.
Okay.
Like, what is your least favorite candy bar?
Probably the ones with coconut also.
You don't like coconut. Well, you're defying stereotypes because most of the Indians that I've met love Almond Joy and Mounds.
The coconut has a purpose in curry, but
Coconut has a purpose, but it's not to be a chocolate. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Let me know when you're ready. Is that right?
No, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Are you recording?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll take that as a yes.
All right.
Take 5. Take 1. Take 5.
Ah. So you've never had this. So you're in that category of never had this candy bar before. Have you ever seen it?
No, not in person. I've seen it online.
Right. So
Never had the candy before.
right. Okay. And we've talked about this, and you've
We've
also
talked
looked
about it.
around, tried to
I
find,
wanted to try it.
and they don't have. So
I haven't seen it around here, no. Alright, here goes.
no pressure. And it doesn't have to be your favorite candy bar. Just what do you think about it?
Lots of pretzel. I like that. I like it. It's not overpoweringly sweet.
Right. I mean, it's definitely sweet, but it's
A little
also
bit of-
salty.
Yeah, it is. I like that balance. I like that. So right now, my favorite candy is, well, it's a toss-up among 3 Musketeers,
What,
Almond
dude?
Joy.
No. Sorry. Sorry. continue.
Almond Joy, and maybe Butterfingers.
Sure. I mean, Almond Joy, Butterfingers. I get 3 Musketeers. Like it's like chewing on a cloud. There's nothing there.
It is.
You
It's
want-
a nice departure from the crunchy.
Snickers? No.
Not a favorite.
Oh, really? Okay. So
like it.
I feel like you may be one of the first people I've spoken to. Is it because of the peanuts? Why not Snickers?
I guess. I don't know. I never really got into it.
Well, that's fine. All
The
right.
last time I had a Snickers was when I was like 7. So maybe if I had
You
it now,
haven't had a Snickers since you
I
were
haven't
7.
had a Snickers in a long time. So I might have changed my mind in the meantime.
Sure.
It's a hard thing to articulate candy
Sure.
affinities.
Sure.
But I like this. I would definitely get this more often if
If it was around.
I found it around here.
Are you paying attention, Hershey's?
I like plain Hershey's if it's dark. What's zero? Never heard of that before.
Zero bar. I have it. There.
I like Kit Kat.
People like rave about them, but I think they're like people freak out like they're the best thing ever. But I just disappointment. That's what they taste like to me.
It looks like disappointment. This is
Underwhelming rabbit. Like I feel like it was kind of like the way the Segway was like hyped up to be like the next big thing. I feel like people built up the Zero Bar so high, and then like I had one, and I'm like, no, there's no there. Like,
Yeah.
well, disappointment.
I don't eat a whole lot of candy, so I'm not the best critic. But
It's just what you like.
what I like is sweet and salty combo,
Okay,
which explains the Butterfingers.
sure.
And this, I like this.
See, Butterfingers, I would rank higher, but the problem is that it's like a very messy candy bar, and I feel like a lot of times they're already broken when I get them.
Yeah.
So like that's one where like a mint conditioned Butterfingers
Yeah.
would maybe be a little higher than like the one that's already ground up into powder, and you're just like pouring chunks into your mouth out of the wrapper. We're rolling, as they say in the
Okay.
lingo.
Okay.
So as Brett has said, that he's never had
this will be the first time.
Take 5 before, and I don't know what it is. They don't seem to sell them around here. So
I've never had one. Yeah.
and they're normally like I think of them. I mean, they've been around for years, but they come in a red package. I have no idea when they changed to this like
So
thing.
there are 2,
Right.
right?
So there's 2. They're like pretzel, I think caramel, obviously
It has
chocolate.
nuts. I see peanuts.
There is nuts, and I think there might be peanut butter as well. I'm not sure about that part.
Okay, smell the pretzel is the first thing you smell. That's interesting.
Overwhelming smell of pretzels.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. So there's pretzel, caramel, peanuts, wrapped with milk chocolate.
What more could you ask for, really, other than the habanero peppers?
So there's the salt of the pretzel
Yep,
mixed with the sweetness of the chocolate, of course.
absolutely.
The caramel provides it soft sensation with the
Okay.
peanuts. Over top of that to add a little bit more crunch and salty type flavor.
Yeah. So now that you've had it, and I'm not, as I said, I put Snickers as my number 2 candy bar, and so on. Where would you rank that in your list? I mean, you could have a different favorite. That's okay. I'm just curious what your favorite then would be, or your list of favorites.
100 Grand bar rules them all.
What's 100 grand? I'm forgetting. That's caramel, right?
Actually, what
Caramel?
rules them all
Caramel?
we don't make anymore. In 1986, Hershey's decided to add caramel to Whatchamacallit bars,
Whatchamacallit?
which were previously just peanut butterish, kind of like if you could imagine a Rice Krispie treat with the peanut butter kind.
Okay.
No marshmallow,
Okay.
just peanut butter and Rice Krispies,
Right.
chocolate covered. The
Right.
absolute all-time best candy bar. They ruined it.
So the pre-19 whatever.
It was 80s. In the 80s they did it. They added caramel. I wrote them a letter complaining.
Yeah.
They never responded.
Yeah.
Or they never sent me the overstock of non-caramel.
Like the discontinued,
loaded
yeah.
Whatchamacallit bars.
That's gonna have to
So
last for a
that
while.
killed. I was very disappointed. So since then, 100 Grand bars, you see the theme, the rice,
Okay.
crispy rice.
Oh, yeah, those are gross. I don't like the crispy rice ones. I guess those are 100 grand. You would eat again?
Yeah, we'll eat again.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be your first choice. You'd go for the 100 grand
bar, yeah.
bar.
Probably a Snickers bar as well. I like Snickers, frozen especially. Kit Kats, I'm a huge fan of Kit Kats.
Yeah. So is there a candy bar that disappoints you? I mean, I guess the new whatchamacallit, right?
Mounds and Almond Joy are
Oh,
they
is
should
it
be illegal.
because of the coconut?
Yeah, they should be illegal.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. And any chocolate covered fruit, cherries, strawberries, all that stuff, no good.
Not really candy bar again.
No, I'm with you because
getting away from the
in my
candy bar
list I included chocolate covered pretzels, and I think those are chocolate covered pretzels are better than many candy bars. But I agree with you on the fruit. I like the fruit separate, but I just not in the chocolate. So
Well, I have a lot to say.
if so, you have more to say that you would please. I will definitely choose the highlights.
See, the original package, it had a little measuring thing, like a ruler, on the package so you could actually monitor.
So you know you weren't
how
getting
much you
shortchanged?
Yeah, right. If you were going to also split it up with friends, it was a way that you could cut it in such a way that each
Right.
person would get an equal share. There is no candy bar today that has that feature. It does not exist anymore.
You would think a candy bar with a measuring stick on it, that what could be more American than that? But I'm telling you, it exists in curly whirly form.
Yeah, it's not the same.
See, what happens? They change the color of the wrapper, it ruins the candy bar. That's all I'm saying. They did the same thing with Take 5.
Yeah.
Watch this. Even right now, it's recording. There's no Murphy right now.
The volume is okay. Audio is okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So here is the other half of Brett's Take 5 bar.
Okay. And that's mine.
And one
I
of
didn't like bite half the candy bar and then leave it. They actually come in two distinct sections.
I won't take it. Even if you give me $1 million also, I won't take it to buy something. Not you. Not you. Anybody.
I would pay
Anybody.
money to eat a partially eaten Take 5. They're that good. I mean, I wouldn't pay full price. I'd pay like half price.
If somebody eats
A partially eaten one.
Wow.
They're that good. So what is going to be your... Have you had before?
No.
I love the fact that nobody's had this. Like, my favorite thing in the world, nobody
No,
knows
yes.
what it is.
Let me try.
Sure. What's the verdict? I mean, if you don't like it, it's okay.
No. I always, you know me, right? I mean, I never give a, even if you feel bad.
No sugarcoating?
I give I never do that.
Sure.
Because that's my mentality. I give open, I like openness. So I won't say this is my favorite.
Sure.
At the same time, this is, it's definitely not top 5.
Not top 5.
But yeah.
Well, right there, you're going to have to list the top 5.
Oh man, my top 5 would be.
And don't be naming candy bars they don't make anymore. Like candy bars from the 1950s or
Almond
something.
Joy is, I won't say it's not order, but top 5 is Almond Joy, and then Payday is top 5.
Payday, I left off Payday. Those are very good.
Yeah,
Those are
so
very
Payday
good.
is my top 5, and then what is the other one? Snickers
Snickers, yeah, sure.
is top 5. Butterfinger is definitely top 10, but not top 5.
Okay. So where is Butterfinger in relation to Take 5?
Butterfinger is probably a little bit higher than this, I would say.
Okay.
A little bit. Double Decker is basically
Double-decker.
It's similar to this, yeah.
I think I've heard of. Okay.
Double Decker.
And M&Ms. Are M&Ms in your top 5?
No, not top 5.
Not top 5.
I do like them, but not top 5.
See, to me, it's kind of questionable. Do you consider M&M to be a candy bar? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a sugar coated on top of the chocolate.
You missed the peanut butter category almost altogether, like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh my gosh, Reese's
Huge
peanut butter
Yes,
cups.
yeah, that's
Peanut
definitely
butter
my top
chocolate
10.
is like the
Yeah.
classic, you know.
All right, I'm gonna revise my list that I sent out.
You
That's
could at least add that, and M&Ms and
M&Ms.
Reese's Pieces.
and all the different kinds of M&Ms, like
And you'll
pretzel
recall the
M&Ms.
massive controversy that occurred also in the mid-'80s with a movie named E.T. Right?
Tell me
Where
about E.T..
They went to Mars and said, we're making this movie about an alien and we're going to have candy be a key part of the storyline. We want to use M&Ms. Mars said, we don't want our candy associated with some crazy alien that's not ever going
Right.
to go anywhere.
Right.
So then they had to go to Reese's Pieces and said,
And
we have
that's
this
how they
movie
ended
we're
up.
making an alien about. And the sales for Reese's Pieces exploded into the stratosphere that year that E.T.
Yeah.
And you may recall that little movie that didn't really go anywhere and didn't make any money.
I mean, if I'm being honest, if by recall you mean at the farthest edge of my memory, and I don't remember the plot at all, and I even forgot there were Reese's until you mentioned it. It's noon, but I haven't eaten anything all day, so I am going to eat this candy bar, Take 5, but it will be the first food I've had all day. So, that's probably a bad idea. I probably should eat something first, but still. think this one got a little smushed as well. It's the perfect candy bar. Nom, 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 nom. Thanks, Mother.